Welcome to the Ogden City Council's quick meeting recap for the work session and City Council meeting that took place on February 1st, 2022. In the work session, the Council discussed options for new municipal districts. The Council is responsible for adopting new municipal district boundaries. New municipal district boundaries must follow the new precinct boundaries, which were established by the county in December, and various minor changes will need to be made accordingly. The number of precincts in Ogden was reduced from 45 to 41, so many of the new precincts are slightly larger. The Council reviewed 3 potential options prepared by staff that provide even distribution of population in the districts. Opportunities for public review and input will be provided before the Council adopts the new boundaries. The latest date to adopt municipal boundaries is March 15th, 2022. The Council then reviewed a proposed rezone at 25th Street and Porter Avenue. This rezone petition was originally considered by the Planning Commission in 2019, with the Commission recommending approval of the rezone and development agreement. Several Commission meetings were held, and the original petition changed throughout the process. The original petitioner proposed building a mixed-use project with townhomes, apartments, and a mixed-use building. In order to do so, it would be necessary to rezone from R3EC to MU. However, the petitioner did not move forward with the project, and the property was sold to Heritage Land Development. The development would also include live-work units within some of the townhomes. An amendment to the mixed-use zone text was also discussed in relation to the rezone. The purpose of the zone text amendment is to create a section within the MU zone text that establishes specific requirements for the rezone at 25th and Porter. Creating specific standards for the MU zone in this area may help protect surrounding properties from unwanted uses that don't match their zoning designation. Both the proposed rezone and zone text amendment will be considered by the Council on March 1st. The Council reviewed 4 potential revisions to its rules and norms. The first revision would be to officially modify the regular meeting schedule. The Council reduced the number of regular City Council meetings from 3 per month to 2 per month on a trial basis in mid-2021. There have been no negative impacts to workflow or other unintended consequences. The proposed amendment to the regular meeting section will formalize these changes for the meeting schedule going forward, acknowledging that the budget review process may require additional meetings. The second revision would add acknowledgments to meeting agendas. The Council office receives many requests to formally recognize individuals, organizations, events, and other observances. Meeting time constraints and limited staff time make it difficult to grant all such requests. This additional section would provide space on the agenda to allow Council members to informally recognize special guests, events, observances, or other items of interest to the community. The third revision would modify the civility and decorum section to clarify its purpose. The proposed language clarifies the purpose for limiting clapping, booing, and other outward expressions of agreement or disagreement with any position. The Council wants to ensure all in attendance feel safe and feel free to express a differing opinion. The fourth and final revision would add a signage section to provide guidance for meeting attendees. The proposed new section on signage outlines the limitations and expectations for those attending meetings who want to communicate through signage, including size limits and guidelines on avoiding obstructing views of the dais or walkways. These will be considered by the Council on February 15th. In the Council meeting, the Council adopted a joint proclamation declaring February as Black History Month in Ogden City. Betty Sawyer from the Ogden chapter of the NAACP joined the meeting to promote events to celebrate the commemorative month. The Council also adopted a joint proclamation declaring February as Idle-Free Month in Ogden City. The purpose of the proclamation is to encourage residents to limit time idling their vehicles in order to improve the air quality of the area. Representatives from Ogden School District, the Weber Morgan Health Department, and Weber State Sustainability Department addressed the Council about their efforts to promote the month. Through common consent, the Council appointed Councilmember Angela Chaburka to the Weber Morgan Board of Health. The Council approved a rezone at 975 Washington Boulevard. Wasatch Peaks Credit Union petitioned to rezone their property from C2 to C3 CO to allow for an impound/repossession lot at 975 Washington Boulevard. The planned impound lot is located just west of the credit union and will be developed as an accessory use to the main building. Repossession lots are not allowed in the previous C2 zone. While rezoning to C3 is technically spot zoning, the Planning Commission found that placing a conditional overlay on the property will prevent any unwanted uses from taking place on the property. Because of the conditional overlay, it would be necessary to also approve a development agreement. The proposed development agreement would help ensure that the property can only be used for an impound lot connected to a financial institution. Additional visual buffers, such as a 6-foot fence and landscaping, would be placed around the impound lot to lessen any negative visual impacts to the homes across the street. The Planning Commission unanimously recommended approval of this rezone. The Council approved a rezone at 3432 Ogden Avenue. Lindquist Mortuary sought to rezone 3432 Ogden Avenue for the purpose of expanding their existing crematorium columbarium building. The property currently has a home on it, and the petitioner is planning on demolishing the home and extending the existing mortuary to the south. The property was under the R16 zone, but it was necessary to rezone to C3CO in order to accommodate mortuary services. The C3CO zone now matches the zoning of the mortuary to the north, and the development agreement has has been written as an amendment to the existing development agreement that the mortuary has with the city. The Planning Commission unanimously recommended approval of the rezone, citing consistency with the general plan and the community plan. After receiving public input, the council approved a zone text amendment regarding accessory dwelling units, or ADUs. Prior zoning code limited internal ADUs, such as basement apartments, to 40% of the habitable floor area of a dwelling. Utah state law requires cities to remove such limitations. The adopted amendment allows IADUs to be any size within a home. Previous city code also stated that owners must have a business license in order to obtain an ADU permit. This language has been removed in the approved amendment. Another approved change is that when an ADU permit is obtained, a certificate will be recorded with the property stating that the home may be used as an owner-occupied ADU and states that the home cannot be converted to a duplex. The council approved a proposed zone text amendment regarding mobile food trailers. Councilmember Marsha White submitted a council initiative form to amend the city's zoning ordinance to allow mobile food trailers to operate within the city's right-of-way in a similar manner to mobile food trucks. The proposed ordinance was reviewed by the Planning Commission, which forwarded a recommendation of approval to the council. The approved zone text amendment allows food trailers, as defined in the code, to operate with nearly all the same standards as food trucks, which are permitted in most commercial zones, including the Central Business District zones. The entire recording from the meetings of February 1st can be accessed on the Ogden City Council's Facebook page and podcast, with timestamps to skip to specific agenda items. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to the council office at 801-629-8153 or send an email to citycouncil@ogdencity.com.